welcome to a review by P Shog. Today I'm doing a review on the Fever series by Karen Marie Moning. Okay, now I'm going to do a spoiler review. If you haven't read the series before, there's going to be spoilers in it, so switch off now. Barnes and Mac, they took so long to get together that when they finally did, I was just annoyed with them. How can an author be so crude and vulgar in some of her descriptions of sex without having an actual sex scene? It's kind of strange. Like, obviously in the fourth book there was like a whole sex marathon. But yeah, so Barnes and Mac didn't really get together until the fifth book. And that's fine with some series. Some series do that well, because there is that journey you go on with these two characters and you just can't wait for the moment where they get together and admit their love and all that sweet, subtle romance in between. But with this series, it was either extreme, I want to F you, or other extreme, then killing each other. There was no real sweet moments, and you kind of need that a little bit. As well, like, I'm not this person who like needs a big sex scene in every book. No, I'm not like that. But the thing that bugged me with this author and with this series was that Barnes and Mac, they kept talking about sex, and the author would tease you and put them to a situation where you think they're going to, but they don't. That happened at least 4 times in every book, which really bugged me. And I'm just getting tired of them. It's like, oh my god, will they ever just sleep together or get together? And yes, there wasn't really a declaration of love. Like, yeah, so this is strange how they can have conversations with their eyes. So yeah, they didn't really say I love you. They said it in like an indirect way, which can be quite cute in other series. In this series, I think we kind of needed that, because we didn't get any sweet, gentle moments from them at all, I don't think. I did like when they finally got together after that. They kind of reminded me of Kate and Karen from the Kate Daniels series, which is my favourite fictional romance ever. So if you kind of like Barnes and Mac, read that series. It's like amazing, by Ilona Andrews. And some people are probably saying, what are you talking about? They slept together in the fourth book. I'm not counting that, because one, it was practically from someone else's point of view. Mac wasn't even there mentally. It was just strange. And two, it was like a new character for Barnes. It didn't really fit into with the pattern of his character and where he was going. So I would like him to cut out that whole section. Well, there's moments too where Blaine and Mac were kept teasing, will they ever kiss or sleep together or whatever, which kind of bugged me. But the author kind of teased a bit too much. Danny, I kind of liked Danny. Towards the end though, she kind of became unintelligible with her slang. Yes, it's great. The author figured out that Irish people say feckin'. I say it a lot actually. It's probably one of the only curse I use. Not the only, but I barely count it as a curse. It's so mild. It's like the milder form of, you know, the real F word. Like, oh, for feck's sake, you know, it was kind of like damn, not really curse. But Danny used it in every single sentence, which just got annoying. No one does that. And they use it in serious situations, which you wouldn't really hear in serious situations. Like, at the end, in one way, I was like, I was happy with the ending of the series. It was quite satisfying in terms of the characters. But in another way, we didn't get a lot of answers. We still don't know what Barnes is. Jeez, does he ever give an answer? He's just so annoying in how he never answers anything to Mac. And he always manages to turn an argument or conversation back on Mac, making her out to be the immature, unreasonable person. He manages to fit in a life lesson lecture slash giving out speech to Mac and everything. She's always like wrong. With Barnes and Mac, yes, he was cold, but sometimes you need that crack in the armour to see that subtle show of love. We never really got that. And any time a snippet of his feelings were shown, like in the majority of the time it was like possessiveness or jealousy. And sometimes that can be great in a series, you kind of like love that. But it was just, it was all thrown in the opposite direction then, because he would just always deny it and say, no, I never feel feelings for you. All I want from you is to sleep with you. And he would just go and say that, and he'd be so passionate about that is the truth. You couldn't possibly think, oh, he actually likes her. And Matt couldn't possibly think that. Oh, it got really annoying actually towards the end. Like, first Mac thought she was the concubine. No, sorry. First she thought she was adopted. Then she thought she was a concubine. Then she thought she was Unseelie King. Then we were back to adopted. Then we were back to the Unseelie King. And in the end we found out she was adopted. But the book, the Shinsar dove, kind of implanted itself into the fetus, which was a theory we never even knew until then. So all our guessing was for nothing. So yeah, I kind of liked Blaine. He was funny, and at times I kind of wanted Mac just to get with him, because there was more development in their relationship than there was with her and Barron's. But then he turned out to be kind of evil in the end, which was kind of unfair. There were a lot of characters in there too, and because I was skimming so much, I'd come to a part and I'd be like, who is he again? It was okay as a series. I wouldn't love it. I wouldn't read it again, I don't think. And that's my review. It's a long one, and I wanted to put a lot into this review because I know a lot of people love it, and I wanted to give my reasons why it isn't great. And I will defend all my reasons. And I know people can probably argue out everything all over, but that's all I have time for today. I hope you tune into my other reviews, and I hope you'll be able to find a series to read if you've nothing to read. I have a small few left on my to-read list now at the moment, and I'm looking forward to getting through those, because I could not wait to finish this series. If I didn't have to do this review, I would have stopped reading after the first and second. The only reason I continued on to the fifth was because I wanted to do a proper review, and I couldn't do that just reading 1 or 2 books. So that should tell you something too, like I would have stopped reading a long time ago. But anyway, that's that. Sorry for disappointed fans of the series, but that's my honest opinion. And if anyone out there agrees with me, please let me know. I'd love to find someone who agrees. And thank you very much for watching.